Ahoy, mateys. There's Jim. He's talking to Bernay. Bernay was here at 12:30. I don't know if she's back yet, Jim. But welcome aboard. And I'll be your huckleberry too, Fairy Dust. All right. We are in Tombstone, Arizona. And give you maybe a few sights that you don't normally see when you come here. 2 reasons. It's Sunday night. Yeah, there's a few things going on, but not much. There's the Motel Tombstone. I don't know if they really rent out rooms or not. They've decorated kind of pretty. Some people were waiting for the tree to be lit. That's right in the middle of the intersection of basically the main street of downtown Tombstone. There's a lot of things to see here. A lot of good smells too. It's it reminds me, in some ways it reminds me of Frankenmuth. There's so many things to see and all the good smells. I've been here before to the Birdcage Theater. So we can just take a quick peek inside. How you doing?
I'm very well. How are you?
Not too bad.
Very nice. Live streaming.
Yep, live streaming.
Outstanding.
Yep. Show people what there is.
Very nice.
Yep, thank you. And so they're basically kind of closing down. I mean, this lady here is closing down. That is not the stage that they have usually to ride around on. I did see the stagecoach out here earlier today. Yeah, I hear a drone. There it goes. No, that's not from New Jersey, Jim. I don't know who's flying that drone. It came from that direction. That doesn't mean a thing, does it? They could be anywhere. This bar was open when I came by a few minutes ago. Kind of quiet this evening. Everything has the old Western flair to it, of course. This you don't normally see when you come to tour the town and see the sights and, going in and out of the stores. I guess it's because it's Sunday night and that's when they put their trash out. All right, let's see who else here. Sonia with a J is here. Nancy's here. Welcome aboard. Troy. Diane, welcome aboard. Yes, hot chocolate counts. It was 66 when I got out of the truck a few minutes ago. Kelly's here. Welcome aboard, hon. Good to see you. This was kind of an unplanned thing until I was talking to Tina this morning, and she says, well, you should go do a video at the Tombstone. I said, well, I did one last year. I says, you know what, though? Last year, they didn't have the Christmas lights up. So I decided, why not come up here and do a live and show everybody the Christmas lights. There's a lot of history here, Kelly. You hear about the fight at the OK Corral, the gunfight. Well, that was a real thing. And it wasn't uncommon for stuff to happen. This was a real Wild West town, like you see in the movies. This is the real deal. No, they didn't have all this fancy stuff, but they're real places. Granted, the buildings have been restored for the most part. The bird cage is one that is pretty much almost 100% identical, unrestored. In other words, what you see is what you were looking at 150 years ago. I'm surprised the tree hasn't lit up yet. Supposedly it's on automatic. Highest kicks in town. Okay. The Oriental Saloon is closed. Jill and I came up here and walked around, oh gosh, about 5-6 months ago. And it was bustling. Lots of people. Here it talks about the Oriental Saloon, which we are standing on the boardwalk. A notorious saloon due to several shooting deaths right where we're standing. Doc Holliday got into it with somebody. Virgil Earp. The Oriental burned in the 1881 fire, with the conflagration spreading so quickly, Joyce was unable to save anything. The building's owners, Vizina and Cook, rebuilt quickly, and the Oriental reopened for business as usual. Then they were threatened in the 1882 fire. The firemen made a stand and kept a steady stream of water in the building to keep the damages minor. Joyce left Tombstone in 1884. When Prohibition came in 1914, the Oriental became a drugstore. It remained so for a number of years. Since then, it has had many tenants and purposes, but still stands in its original historic location. Well, that's pretty cool. And the tree still isn't lit. And I guess they put the stagecoach away for the day. Buckskin Frank Leslie killed Billy Claiborne right here on November 14th, 1882. Luke Short killed Charlie Storms here on February 25th of 1881. Wow, this is kind of eerie. Okay, this points to where they have their gunfights, but I'm pretty sure that's actually a block and a half down that direction. They moved it from where it was before. I know Roy and Becky went to the gunfight. They reenacted the famous gunfight at the OK Corral. They reenact it 2 or 3 times a day. I don't know if that includes Sundays or not. There you can see in the distance the Dragoon Mountains. Excuse me. The Crystal Palace. I would even venture a guess as to how much drinks cost in one of these places. Now I drove through, not down through here, but Fremont. Well, Fremont Street is the main street. You know, traffic, normal traffic. Trying to think, Allen Street, I think. Allen Street goes by the OK Corral. And down that way, well, at least a couple nights ago when I was up here, there was a lot of Christmas lights. I'm walking right down the middle of the road right now. There's a sign, I think I can see it. I definitely want to show you. No horse food walk-in. No, not yet. Yeah, that is cool, Kelly. I don't know if any of my actual ancestors, it takes a long time to light the candles. I'm not sure that any of my ancestors came up this far. I know my mom and dad and my grandfather and grandma, they lived in the state of Wyoming for some time. Back in it would have been the 30s. Yeah, this is the one I really like. That one tickles me. You see a moving beard. Tina's here. Welcome aboard. This isn't working out quite as good as I thought it was going to be. Oh no. Buffalo's at 48. Is the game still going, Tina? I know Holly called me a while ago and said that the Lions are getting their butts beat a little bit. You know, this is kind of okay because it's not crowded. I'm not making people too angry by filming them. Steelers lost to the Eagles. Uh-oh. Okay, we're in the fourth quarter with 1:05 left to go. Oh, boy. Nail biting time, I guess. 35 to 48. Oh, boy. It's a lot to make up for. Oh, they lit the tree, or the tree lit itself. I heard somebody say that it was on an automatic timer. There's the visitor center that someday I'll visit. And I still have not been to the courthouse. But someday I'll go to that. I just haven't gotten around to it. Excuse me. You can get old time photos taken here. Jim, there's the well, I'm pretty sure from this angle I can't quite tell. Something Hall, but if I'm not mistaken, let me walk down here just a little bit. No, I am mistaken. There's another building just down the street. Looks very similar. And it's the King Solomon's, the Masonic Temple. Yeah, that's not it. let me get a little further. Might be able to get an angle shot. Well, guess what? $18.81. It is the lodge. Masonic Lodge number 5. King Solomon Territorial Masonic Lodge number 5. So, that's cool. This is Fremont Street that I was telling you about earlier. I'm surprised I'm not colder. I've got shorts on and a short sleeve shirt, and I don't feel too bad. Might be because I'm walking. You see, well, here's a plaque that I didn't even know was here. Tombstone City Hall. Continuous service since 1882. Huh. So this is it. The City Hall, Marshal's office. Been in service since 1882. Wow. I did not know this was even here. That's interesting. A few police cars here. Sheriff's cars or whatever. See the taillights of that truck that it's going to be going just around the corner down there to the right. And that would be where the Circle K is. And across the street from the Circle K is the Family Dollar. And believe it or not, in the parking lot of the Family Dollar, there was live music playing. There was a guy, guitars, and singing, and a drummer. And they were pretty good, actually. I did not walk over there to investigate further, but I did enjoy listening to their music. Okay, the gunfight between the Earp brothers and the Clantons and the McClearys happened here, October 26, 1881. And of course, this is, been walled off. And of course, it's, by admission. I don't know what it costs. I don't think it's terribly expensive. Maybe $10 a person or something like that to go in and watch the reenactment of the gunfight. Tom McCurry, Frank McCurry, and Billy Clanton. Now, they make it sound like it was a terrible, terrible thing. Well, of course, anytime people, there were people that were on both sides of the fence. So they did have some followers, if you will, that felt bad that they got murdered. But then there was the other side of the story that, Doc Holliday and the Earps and whatever, they were basically defending the public or enforcing the law. So there's always two sides to a story, I reckon. Last year they were building all of this. And I believe that if you have to get in that building somehow for I don't know if they do the reenactment out here. It's possible. I just don't know for sure. I know that it's not in the exact same place that it was when Roy and Becky came up here. A lot of what you could say are regular business, just like you'd find in any small town, a drugstore or a coffee shop, restaurant. Well, they're all got the Western theme going. I hear a fountain. The OK Cafe. All right. Smokey's Emporium. Apparently, you go in those doors over there, and somehow back up in there is where the new location, which is probably a little more accurate to the real location to where the gunfight happened. I honestly do not know what this business here is. It appears to be a restaurant of sorts, I guess. I don't know. It's a saloon, it says. Okay. Four Deuces, a saloon. They got Santa Claus up there on the roof. That's cute. Speaking of Santa Claus, I watched a pretty doggone good movie last night. Yep. Sean is here. Welcome aboard. We lost, but it was a good game. Oh, shucks. Okay. Yeah, Circle K. There is a Circle K around the corner. They do not use Shift Smart, but it's kind of a hub for the locals. I mean, everybody goes to the Circle K. It seems to be the only fuel station that I have found in this area. So they kind of got a monopoly going. You know, I actually thought there would be quite a bit more Christmas decorations than what there are. Straight ahead and down the hill is where I'll be camping tonight. It's $10. It's basically a boondocking site. There's no electric, no water, but there is a porta-john within walking distance anyways. And this is the Cochise County Courthouse. This is on the historical records or whatever you call it, State Historic Park. I mean, I could go in here, I suppose, and get a stamp because it's a historic park. Not federal though, it's state. Well, this is a little bit different tour than what most people do, I suppose, for Tombstone or anywhere else. It's kind of like after hours. They made the bricks right here on site. Cost $43,000 in 1883. And they used it until 1930. They moved the county seat to Bisbee. Okay. Restoration Commission donated the courthouse to the Arizona State Parks as a museum in 1959. Wow. So it's been around. Been around for 65 years. That's pretty cool. All right. Me and La Fortuna 4.0. I'm going to go pay our $10. I think I know where my camp spot will be tonight. Same place I was before. So I really appreciate y'all coming aboard. Rebecca's here. Welcome aboard. Doing a walk around means you don't get to see everybody that's in the chat very easily. Diane's got to put $1 in the jar, maybe. Oh, okay. They were talking about the game. Okay, you can cuss about the game. 41 degrees. I I'll look at my thing here a minute, Troy. That's the heat wave for what you've been having up in Michigan. Let me look at my phone and see what it says it is now. It says it's 6 o'clock. $66 degrees in Tombstone. So it hasn't dropped, but it probably will. By morning, it'll be chilly. But he got me blankets. Got lots of blankets in the back. My cozy little nest. All right. I want to thank you all for coming aboard. Yeah, it's happening now. I don't know, not on a Sunday evening apparently. But I sure appreciate y'all coming aboard, and it's been real. It's been fun. We'll see you Tuesday night. Actually, tomorrow morning, Monday. I want to say 11 o'clock Eastern Time, Steve will be on. That's Desert Adventures in Arizona. So if you can, set your alarm clocks, get up at 11. I'm sure most of you are up way before them. And let's go show Steve and Oki and Lucas some love. I'll see you there in the morning. And then, of course, Adult Humor Hour will be Tuesday. Thank you for coming aboard. Fair winds and smiles. And may God bless. Good night, everyone.